Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, it's Mike with TradeWinds RV Center here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Jayflight SLX 284 BHS travel trailer. You guys picked a pretty cool unit. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. First thing I want you to take into consideration is your slide. Make sure you have plenty of room for that slide to come in and out unhindered, preferably nothing hanging over top of it. And then I want you to think about where your water and power hookups are. Your water connection, city water or park water, is going to be at the rear of your off-camp side or your driver's side of your tow vehicle, just behind the slide. And your power is actually in the rear of the unit, all the way at the end. So park accordingly so that you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. First thing you're going to do after you unhook your hitch is level your unit. I do recommend getting a stick-on level. Find the middle of that of your unit, put it on your off-camp side, put a level on there, come to the front of your unit. You have a power tongue jack. Simply lower or raise the unit to your level. You do have a docking light should you arrive at night. And if you don't have power, underneath this rubber stopper right here is where you can use that hand crank. Speaking of power, check your battery terminals. Make sure them are nice and tight. Once you got our unit level, next thing you do is stabilize your unit. On all four corners you have stabilizing jacks. Remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. You get your unit level first, put your 3/4 inch socket on here, and run these down. Now remember, these are stabilizing jacks. You're only going to run these down until you're stable. I do recommend jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer. It's going to better distribute the weight. Get you a 4-pack of those from our store with your 10% off coupon and put them down. And just run these down until they're taut. Once it's tight in bringing it down, then you know that you're down far enough. You can go around and get all 4 of them down. Once we've got our unit level and stable, we're going to go ahead and hook our power up. Now your cord conveniently stores inside the unit, right at the back here. Just flap up and pull your cord out, or push your cord in. At the end of your 30 amp service, should you need it, is a 30 to 110 adapter, so you can plug in at home. There's your big long cord. Once you got our power hooked up, let's hook our water up. Pretty simple here. Go to your city water connect, open that up, and pull out your pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines inside your unit. Always use this when using your city water connection or your black tank flush. Hook up your hose, hook up your water pressure regulator, but don't turn our water on yet. Let's go find your hot water heater. Yours is at the back of the unit, just to the right of the power. All we are doing at this point is making sure our drain plug's back on. You may have left it off from last time we were camping, draining our hot water heater. Put that on there nice and snug. Once that's all the way on there nice and tight, you can go ahead and turn on your hose. Now if your hose has been on for a little while, you're going to come up here to this pressure release valve. You're going to lift up on this and let the air out of the lines. Once you got a nice steady flow of water coming out of here, then you know your hot water heater is full and you can turn it on from indoors. Don't worry about any water getting on any of these electrical elements. They're used to getting wet. So once you've got that turned on from inside, depending on if you're hooked up to gas or electric. We'll talk about that inside. Now let's say we're going camping and we're not going to use city water. We're going to use potable water. All the way over here on your campsite, just to the left of your entry doorway, is your potable water tank. You can fill this up with a hose. Water pressure regulator not necessary. Fill that up with a hose. Two ways to tell it's full. One, here's a overflow valve, or two, on the inside where you can check the levels of your tanks. If you hold your fresh water button down, you'll be able to read when that's full. Just remember, when using potable water is when you're going to want to turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump if you're using city water. It's already pressurized. All right, we got everything hooked up to start camping. Let me walk you around the outside of the unit, show you a few more things. For your potable water, there's your low point drain for that. This is your furnace heat release. Your furnace is running right now and that's rather hot, so steer clear of that when your furnace is running. Here's a vent for your microwave. This is prepped for a TV out here. Snap your bracket on here. Here's your cable and a couple of 110s. Come around the rear of your unit here. Show you to hook your grill up. Simply pull this out, up underneath your grill. You'll connect right here and connect down to here to your quick connect LP, and here's your hose for that. Simply stays in on its own. Your rear stabilizing jacks, your ladder to go up and check your seams, caulk as needed. I recommend checking them twice a year. Maintain your roof. Your hot water heater again, and your power. Unit's also prepped for a Furion backup camera. It's a device that you purchased from our store. Sets on the dash of the tow vehicle, giving you a backup camera for the unit. Spare tire with a cover. Here's where your park cable will go in. Back here is your black and gray tanks that will dump. And then here's your low point drain for draining all your water has been leaving. City Water Connect. You have an outdoor shower. Your black tank flush, which we'll discuss when leaving the campsite. Come around in front of your slide here. Just your other stabilizing jack. You pass through storage. It's accessible from under your bed. Again, your battery posts. Check, make sure them are tight. Your propane has a regulator. Simply point it toward the tank you wish to use. Lefty-loosey to open. There's a cover for your propane tanks. And again, your pass-through storage over here. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look on the inside. All right, coming up inside the unit, first and foremost, I want you and everyone that's camping with you to know that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway. In case of emergency, everyone should know where that's at. Slam locks. They work best when slammed. Over here is your 12-volt carbon monoxide detector. Now, the reason I mentioned that's 12 volt is it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day and you don't have anything charging your battery, disconnect your battery to keep this from running your battery down. Also to the left as you come inside your door is your slide control and your awning control. I'm going to run that out real quick just to show you how far to run that out. Up here is your interior and exterior lighting. And over here is where you check your levels. Your water pump, you turn that on here to the left if you're using potable water. There's where you turn on your water heater if you're using gas, and there's where you turn on your water heater if you're using electricity. Up top here is where you check your levels, your batteries, all your tanks. Let me continue running this awning out. Just to show you how far to run this out. You only want to run this out until your flap falls down to 90 degrees and then you're out far enough. What's great is your speakers are in the end of your awning, so it's actually pointing down at your campsite instead of out at everyone else. So that's how far you want to run that awning out. Coming around in your kitchen here, your self-explanatory microwave. You have a light and fan above your stove. For your stove, this glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Panel light, you are blue. When you turn your gas on, it's on red. Hit your spark, there's your flame. Same thing in the oven. Turn this to light here, hit your spark, and that'll light down below instead of having a separate pilot light. Also have a oven light. Below your oven, access panel to your breaker box and fuses. Looks like you got mostly 15s in there, a couple 40s. I highly recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. Talk about your Nordic cold fridge. Turn it on here by holding it for about 5 seconds. So the way this is controlled, whatever's white is what you're controlling. Right now it's on blue. The white is the fridge, the lower part. So that's your fridge temperature, which we can lower over here down to 4. We can hit our freezer and keep that up at 5. This is a night mode. Hit that night mode when you're going in at night, and that'll tell that the fridge isn't opened as much, so it'll use less power. Shut that off. Holding it for 5 seconds. Your RV technology sound system, Bluetooth compatible, AM, FM disc. Here's where you change all your modes, TV, audio, front, HDMI. Dual zoned, you can play your music indoors, outdoors, or both. Here's your television. Let's see, your remotes are around here somewhere. Maybe up here. Turn that on for you. Must be in a drawer. So in your bunks, you have your individual lighting. Over here on the wall is your thermostat. It's on your furnace right now. Change your mode to off, to auto fan, to air conditioning, to the furnace. Shut that off. Coming up into your bathroom is where your 110 with GFCI reset's going to be. Your sofa, of course, just jackknifes. Lift up on the front and lay it down for your bed. Lift up the front, pull from the back, and you're back to a sofa. Your table, lift your table up and these legs will come out. You can store your legs under here. Set this table down on this flap all the way around. Bring your back cushions down for another bed. Here's your smoke alarm. Come back up into the bedroom. You have some 110s. And this switch here is for this blue highlight up here. Individual touch lighting here. This is where it's pre-wired for solar. If you ever decide to set up a solar panel on this, this is pre-wired for the text, so leave that template there. This is the TV piece that if you put a TV on here, lift up on that, and you can take this out and snap it on outside on the same connection. So you don't have to have two TVs, you can just take the one from in here outside. Well, that about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite and close the slide. Now what I like to do first is shut off all my interior lighting here. That way I know all of the lighting I need to go through and shut off. I'm going to do that real quick. So I come over here to slide in. Start bringing it in. Make sure them doors are closed on your entertainment center. And your slides in. Exiting the unit. Make sure your exterior door is all the way open. Otherwise this will catch on it. Lift this up. Set it inside. Lock and deadbolt your door. Lift and turn your handle. If you're using potable water, you're going to empty this low point drain here. Unhook any grill work. Bring up all of our stabilizing jacks. Come around to the off camp side. Go to your low point drain here and open these up both up. And head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, take your sewage hose that comes with your convenience pack. Hook it up right here. First handle you pull is your black handle. Pull that black handle. Let it drain. When it sounds like it's no longer draining, you're going to again take your water pressure regulator, hook it up here, and with your black handle open, turn on your hose. Let that run for a good 5 minutes. That's gonna spray out your black tank. Clean that all out. Shut your hose off, close that up. Close your black tank and open your gray tank. Your gray tank's gonna be your cleaner waters, your sinks and your showers. That's gonna clean your sewage hose out for you. Come to the back of your bumper. It says squeeze. Squeeze that and store your sewage hose right in there. Nice sanitary place for it. Again, we thank you for your purchase. We hope you guys enjoy this trailer for many years to come. Happy camping.